Young people had hurled bricks, fireworks, and gasoline bombs at police and set hijacked cars and a bus on fire during a week of violence on the streets of Northern Ireland. Police responded with rubber bullets and water cannons. The streets were calm Friday night as community leaders appealed for calm after the death of Prince Philip, Queen Elizabeth II's 99-year-old husband. But small gangs of youths pelted police with objects and set a car ablaze during sporadic outbreaks in Belfast. The chaotic scenes have stirred memories of decades of Catholic-Protestant conflict, known as the Troubles. A 1998 piece, Why is Northern Ireland a Contested Land? Geographically, Northern Ireland is part of Ireland. Politically, it's part of the United Kingdom. Ireland, long dominated by its biggest neighbor, broke free about 100 years ago after centuries of colonization and an uneasy union. 26 of its 32 countries became an independent Roman Catholic majority country. 6 countries in the north, which have a Protestant majority, stayed British. Northern Ireland's Catholic minority experienced discrimination in jobs, housing, and other areas in the Protestant-run state. In the 1960s, a Catholic civil rights movement demanded change, but faced a harsh response from the government and police. Some people on both the Catholic and Protestant sides formed armed groups that escalated the violence with bombings and shootings. British Army was deployed in 1969, initially to keep the peace. The situation deteriorated into a conflict between Irish Republican militants who wanted to unite the South, Loyalist paramilitaries who sought to keep Northern Ireland British, and UK troops. During 3 decades of conflict, more than 3,600 people, a majority of them civilians, were killed in bombings and shootings. How did the conflict end? By the 1990s, after secret talks and with the help of diplomatic efforts by Ireland, Britain, and the United States, the combatants reached a peace deal. The 1998 Good Friday Accord saw the paramilitaries lay down their arms and establish a Catholic-Protestant power-sharing government for Northern Ireland. The question of Northern Ireland's ultimate status was deferred. It would remain British as long as that was the majority's wish, but a future referendum or reunification was not ruled out. While the peace has largely endured, small Irish Republican Army splinter groups have mounted occasional attacks on security forces, and there have been outbreaks of sectarian street violence. How has Brexit complicated things? Northern Ireland has been called the problem child of Brexit, the UK's divorce from the European Union. As the only part of the UK that has a border with an EU nation, Ireland, it was the trickiest issue to resolve after Britain voted narrowly in 2016 to leave the 27-nation bloc. An open Irish border over which people and goods flow freely underpins the peace process, allowing people in Northern Ireland to feel at home in both Ireland and the UK. The instances of Britain's Conservative government on a hard Brexit that took the country out of the EU's economic order meant the creation of new barriers and checks on trade. Both Britain and the EU agreed that border could not be in Ireland because of the risk that would pose to the peace process. Why has violence erupted now? The violence has been largely in Protestant areas in and around Belfast and Northern Ireland's second city, Londonderry. Although the disturbance have spread to Catholic neighborhoods, Britain left the EU's economic embrace on December 31, and the new trade arrangements quickly became an irritant to Northern Ireland unionists who want to stay in the UK. Early trade glitches exacerbated by the coronavirus pandemic led to some empty supermarket shelves, fueling alarm. Border staff were temporarily withdrawn from Northern Ireland ports in February after threatening graffiti appeared to target port workers. There was anger that British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who long insisted there would no new checks on trade as a result of Brexit, had downplayed the scale of the changes wrought by leaving the EU. Some in Northern Ireland's British loyalist community feel as if their identity is under threat. Many loyalists believe that de facto Northern Ireland to be as much a part of the UK as it was. Ulster University politics professor Henry Patterson told Sky News.